We build our prisons, holes in the walls. Sunlight we hide from to cover our
Hello and welcome to the under 20 19s competition. We are here for the speed competition. Apologies about the delay there, but we are back in action right now. And we've got Stout versus Huang for the next race here. Huang tops out. Look at that. It's a fast race from her. Right, let me introduce my co-commentator, because I've got Bruce Kong in the commentary box.
Hello.
Bruce, hello, sir. How you doing?
I'm good.
Bruce, tell me a little bit about yourself. Who are you and what do you do?
So my name is Bruce. I competed earlier this morning in the U17 category for speed. That went all right. I made it into finals.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then in the finals, how did it go for you, sir?
Finals was okay. I lost my race, but it was still fun. Yeah.
Fantastic, man. Well, I'm glad you're here. And you're joining me for the first time here in the commentary box.
Yeah.
As you said, under 17s was earlier on. And now it's time for the under 19s. As we progress into our next race. So we have Wang on the left-hand side from China, part of a big Chinese squad to join us here. And then we've got Mengoli on the right-hand side from Italy. So, yes. We're just a little bit trying to catch up here with you guys. Apologies about that. But we should be back in action very, very soon. So, yes, Mengoli on the right and Wang on the left. Okay, well, it's a fast start. A big slip from both of them as they swing back down. But look at this, Wang recovered the best, and it's a fantastic, explosive run from her. Bruce, that was up and down, wasn't it?
Yeah, like they looked completely in sync in that first slip.
Yeah, it was full on with that one. It was like simultaneous falling there, but Yutong Wang takes the victory there, and it was very good from her. Yeah, so speed climbing, Bruce. That's a good example of it. Never giving up is fairly important.
Yeah, I mean, mistakes are super common in this sport, and like that's one thing that makes it a lot of fun to watch. Finals, races, because anything can happen.
Yeah, absolutely. That anything can happen. It often does here in speed climbing. Okay, next race: Polina Kaskresk from Ukraine, and then Johanna Nagel from Germany. Johanna on the right, Polina on the left. And Team Ukraine got such a good squad.
Yeah.
Especially in the youth side of things here. All right, well, we will keep an eye out for Beta and all the rest as we go through. Let's see here, the audience dropping into silence. Well, it's very fast for both athletes. Polina slightly ahead. Look at this, pulling ahead now. Johanna's slipping, but Johanna's coming back at her. No, it's going to be Polina at the top. Bruce, that slip on the right-hand side, that was very problematic for Johanna, wasn't it?
Yeah. I think Polina on the left had a very strong start and was able to carry it through very well.
Do you think a strong start is kind of like half the battle with speed start?
Yeah, honestly, it's a huge thing because once you have momentum built up, it makes just the rest of the route a lot easier. And like if you were to slip, it's often very hard to recover.
Yeah,
so.
absolutely. All right, well, next race as the women rotate through quickly here. We've got another Ukrainian athlete, Ksenia, coming on, and then Anna from Kazakhstan on the right-hand side of your screen. Kazakhstan, just another squad, like Kazakhstan speed team, legendary out there. Let's see if she can do her country proud on the right. But of course, Ukraine, as we know, very, very strong at the moment. They've got a big squad here. And the youth team especially coming through. We have world champions of the past, Daniel Boulder, for example, and Yaroslav Tkach. There's lots of senior Ukrainian climbers too. But it's very, very fast from Anna on the right, but then she pauses and Ksenia starts to accelerate. Look at this top section from Ksenia as she stops the clock at 7.53. Brilliant from Ksenia there. Yeah, so Ksenia really had a good top section from what I saw.
Yeah. It's one thing I noticed is she holds the top of the last hold 20 on the left. I think it's more common to hold the pinch of it a little bit lower.
Okay.
But that was quite interesting, yeah.
Oh, good spot, Bruce. It's interesting, isn't it, how like those tiny little bits of detail, you speed climbers, you seem to know every little hold.
Yeah.
I guess having done like thousands of runs, you're used to it by now.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, Jelouis Shi on the left, Maddie Walsh on the right-hand side of your screen. Maddie with the USA hair tie, which looks very, very cool.
Two of the strongest countries when it comes to speed climbing.
I would agree. I think the future is battling China versus America here. And there was our under-17 winner earlier on, nearly got Sam's world record. So Sam, watch out. So here we go. Next round. Oh, and it's our first false start from She. So that means that Walsh will move forward. Though Walsh looked absolutely terrified there, and She immediately in tears. And it's so, I don't know how you guys do this.
Yeah,
like one slip and that's
sucks.
it, isn't
and
it?
if you look at the reaction time, it is very close, about
Talk-
100th of a second.
Talk to me about reaction time. So that's how quick you are, close you are to the bud.
Yeah, so you have to leave the pad 0.1 seconds exactly after the beat, the third beat or later. And if you react or leave the pad anytime before, it will be a false start.
All right, well, that is the first round for the women done. We move on to the men's side of things here.
And it's interesting, like, I think possibly some of the false starts we've seen today have not actually been going too fast, but a slight movement in the foot, like while they swing.
Yeah,
While they start.
I mean, Sam Watson's in Poland. You know, he was convinced of that.
Yeah.
Well, this is the results as we have them here. So the athletes who have moved forward from the round of 16 into the next round. China, as you would expect, very strong on this squad. Of course, Ukraine coming through, getting 2 athletes through, and Walsh, we just saw her at the full start, allowing her almost to buy into the next round. I suppose for an athlete, you kind of want to run, though, don't you? Because if you full start, I know you get through, but you haven't actually had a run yet.
Yeah.
Hard to stay warm in that situation. Okay, so next 2 come on. Xueqian Wang on the left-hand side, Lucas Valles on the right.
Yeah, it's quite interesting. The men's field, at least here, is a very close field. Like, this is first and 16th seed, and in the qualifiers, there were 5.2 and 5.6. So very close.
Very close indeed,
Yeah.
as you say. All right, so these 2 up against it here. Xueqian closing his eyes. He turns. Lucas as well faces the wall. Xueqian is very focused right now.
Yeah.
Well, it's fast from both of them, absolutely neck and neck at the moment. Xueqian Wang will stop the clock at 5.32. That was a very quick run from him.
Yeah, very clean.
Yeah, he moves forward. And the Chinese doing, obviously, the Chinese top, as you guys call it, because they came up with it, and a different set of beta at the top there.
Yeah, and now I think for men, it's very common, and women, some people are starting to do it as well.
They are, including the world champion, Desak Madrita, so she is there as well. So yes, it's becoming a thing for the women's comp as well as the men's, as you say. Do you use it at the top, or are you
Yes,
different?
I do.
Okay.
I use the Chinese top.
Okay. Yeah, very powerful, right? It's like, almost like a one-armed pull-up.
Yeah, it's quite difficult to learn, actually, because it's quite awkward. You have to use a pinch, which is not very common. You know, almost all the holds, you're holding the jug part of it. Yeah, so.
All right, well, next race, Samuel Grazzini from Italy, and then Paco Lehmann from France. There is Paco. All right, well, both athletes explode off the starting block. Paco is slightly ahead. Can he maintain this lead? He can. Samuel behind from the beginning. He couldn't quite catch up there, so Paco moves forward into the next round. Yeah, Samuel just kind of like couldn't get back at him.
Yeah, I think that was a very smooth run from Paco. Like, I was watching his bib specifically, and it looked like a very straight line. You know, not much sideways motion.
Yeah, it looks like he's hurt his right arm though. He's holding it really awkwardly. It looks like a shoulder to me, or an elbow. The way he's holding that, and he's not bent it. Now he's bending it down, but certainly a bit of an injury.
Yeah, hopefully it's not too bad.
Yeah. Oh, hopefully he's all right there. I mean, he didn't look in necessarily huge amounts of pain, but it was, tricky.
Yeah, but also when you're on the wall and you're moving that fast, you might not notice right away.
That's a very good point, Bruce, yeah. Right, Damir versus Tukika. Sorry, Tukika on the right-hand side. So Damir from Kazakhstan, Tukika from Japan. Well, it's very, very fast from Tagiga. He is going to take this unless Demir can come back at him. Demir is close. Demir does take it. Bruce, that was one right in the air.
That was a very good finish. I think, yeah, definitely the Japanese had a better start there, but like that was a very clean top from Demir.
Yeah, Demir coming right back at him. That was one in the air, I reckon, of that one.
Wow.
Really, really close there at the top, and they celebrate, but yeah, they know that was just one of those things.
Yeah.
One in the air. Super cool race, that one.
Yeah, and I love the sportsmanship as well. Like, it's not really a fight between the two. They're always like high-fiving at the end, hugging at the end, and it's very good.
Yeah, exactly. All right, Francesco versus Sungwon on the right. So Sungwon on the right-hand side, Francesco on the left. Yeah, Italy versus Korea. And of course, we're off to Korea for the World Champs very soon. Cannot wait for that. Looks like he's having fun out there. That is a fun atmosphere on our final event here for the IFSC Youth World Champs. So Francesco staying very focused on the left. Sungwon a little bit more chill on the right. Different style between these two. Okay, it's very quick for both. Francisco is slightly ahead at the moment, maintaining the lead. Can Joey come back at him? No, he can't. Francesco Bonzivillo takes the victory there, and he will face Demir.
Yeah, and like I said earlier, the field is pretty close for this top 16, and we can see it in these races. You know, like a lot of these races are very, very close.
Yeah, and these guys, you know, very close to the senior circuit as well. You know, they will be competing at World Cups as well as this, and for a lot of them, it will be their last chance to get a Youth World Champs medal. So a lot on the line for them. Okay, nearing the end here of the first round. Motonori Tabuchi comes on the left, and Adrian Zeller on the right-hand side from Germany. Team Germany up and coming at the moment. There's a PB in the sub-5 for, was it Sebastian in the youth, sorry, in the European Cup recently?
I'm not sure. It might have been someone else. I don't remember.
Okay, next race then. The athlete's turn. I love that reaction from Montanori there. Really sort of hair flicked back. Here we go. Watch the swing though. I'm nervous about this timing pad now. No full start, so Montanori is ahead, but he has a big slip. Okay, it could be Sellers then. If he can hold on, he can hold. Oh, he misses the top. Oh my goodness, drama. He absolutely had that one. And Montanori nearly let go.
Yeah, I saw. He stopped and he looked up and realized, but it looked like he already gave up by then.
I don't know what would happen at that point. Wow, well, what a race. I mean, he absolutely had that one, just needed to hit the pad and couldn't hit the pad. And look, Montanori goes off quickly because he's limping as well.
Yeah.
There's drama right now. He's trying to find, obviously, a physio immediately.
Yeah. That would have been crazy if he gave up and let go.
Yeah, we're going to have to see if he's all right or what's going to happen with that one. Absolute drama here. Okay, Alberto Garcia Rodriguez comes on the right-hand side. And then Tade May for the USA. Tade May on the left. Alberto on the right. Oh, it's a full start for Rodrigo, that right lane. So what is going on, Bruce, at the moment?
I'm not sure, but that kind of looked like a foot lift to me, like from the swing start.
It's one of those things, I think sometimes, you know, when a bit of drama happens in a round, it can affect everyone else because there's sort of, you know, there's that buzz in the atmosphere, buzz in the stadium. It's all a bit more tense.
It's definitely pretty nerve-wracking walking up after someone just false started, for sure.
No, agreed. And it's so difficult just to sort of stay in your zone and deal with all this stuff. Xiaoqin Li comes on from China on the left. Haku Oishi on the right-hand side. So we wait for starters' orders here. Well, no full starts this time, and it's very fluid, especially from Lee, who's half a body length high now, and he does stop the clock at a 5.3. Loads of 5.3s going down.
Again, another pretty close race. Like most of these races are very, very close.
Yeah, Cao Chin Lee will move forward, knocking out Haku Uishi. Yeah, and two greet each other. Okay. So, final race of the round of 16.
Yeah.
Jinyoung Zhou versus Audan Umlauf from Germany. Audan on the left-hand side, Jinyoung on the right. Okay, so Germany versus Korea for the final place in the next round. Both athletes get set. No, it's another full start again. Jinyoung Zhou will go. Alden will move forward with that one.
That is really unfortunate, and you're right, it might be something with that side again.
Yeah, I don't know if it's the timing pad itself, but certainly sort of psychologically it might be getting in their heads a little bit, and the swing, you know, all important, as you said.
It also could be, you know, the B lane is the lower seeded athlete, and they need to push it to win usually.
It's a good point, actually,
That could
Bruce.
also be a factor.
So they're trying to get closer and closer to that reaction time.
Yeah, like definitely, if you're racing someone faster than you, it's definitely smart to push the reaction time a little bit, but obviously not too much.
Yes, exactly, full starts. All right, well, these are the athletes who have made it through to the next round from our round of 16. Wang Lehman, Totarf, and Ponzibo, and Tabuchi Mei. And the Japanese Jew, and then Lee Umlauf, we've just seen that, will fight it out. But first of all, we will turn back to the women. This is how we do. We swap back and forth and back and forth. In the next race, we will reintroduce the athletes who have made it through this round before resetting for the bronze medal and the gold medal race that is to come.
Hopefully those two athletes that were possibly injured are not too bad. We'll see.
Yeah, exactly, because they might pull out there, so it's going to be interesting. Hopefully they've recovered enough. Okay, so both women look focused here. We've got Meng on the left-hand side. And Koi Amatsu, on the right. All right, well, Meng is ahead. Can she maintain the lead? It looks like she can. A little bit of skip at the top, and yes, Meng does move forward into the next round.
Yeah, with a very fast time, sub 7 seconds.
Yeah, so Shui Meng moves forward into the round where she can't be knocked out at this stage, but she obviously won't want to stop there, wants to keep pushing that one.
Yeah, and again, awesome sportsmanship.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, so China versus Korea once more. You may buy on the left of your screen, and then on the right, it is Jimin Huang. Huge encouragement from somewhere there in the crowd. Yeah, indeed. So we wait for starters' orders. That right side is the worrying one. That's the one that keeps having full starts. Fingers crossed. All right, no full starts this time. Jimin Huang with a big flick at the beginning. She had a little slip, though. I think that cost her. Yamei Bai should take this in the air, and it's not the fastest time, and there's a miss on the right-hand side. Yeah, Yamei Bai moving forward into the final round there.
You'll notice with the women, it's a lot more common on the very start hold to have both hands inside the jug part of it. Like in this case, both of them had it inside.
And why is that compared to the men?
I think it's partially because men are on average taller, so they can hold the higher part, and also it could be a hand size thing or just preference.
Interesting, yeah.
But it's not unheard of in men.
And do you practice both sides to see which one kind of fits better for you?
No, I mean, for me, I've always held it one hand on the top. It's always felt more comfortable.
That's fair enough.
But I know some men still have both hands inside.
Interesting. All right, well, Ksenia Hirolyova on the right-hand side. Madia bullshit. Oh, sorry, Polina. I've got a round ahead, I think, here. Apologies about that. Yeah, so Polina on the right-hand side.
Third race in a row with
And one
China as well.
Oh, yeah, true. Team China just storming through here. So it's Polina versus Yuting, and it's Yuting at the moment pulling ahead. Look at this. She hits the skip section. Unstoppable, perhaps. Yes. Team China are dominant right now.
It actually got a little closer at the end. Ended up being only 0.2 apart.
Yeah, Polina was coming back, wasn't she?
Yeah,
Kept
she was
fighting.
catching up a little bit, but it wasn't enough.
No, it wasn't enough. All right, so China keeps on pressing forwards here. And the fun race is Maddie Walsh, yeah. Maddie Walsh versus Ksenia. So there's Maddie, there's Ksenia. And Team Ukraine in vocal format there as Teams USA. They're sort of competing against each other for cheering rights here. Got a big race. Maddie's teammate won gold earlier on in the under-17 women's category. Well, it's very, very fast. There's a bit of a twitch, but Maddie Walsh has it. Ksenia falls. Maddie just needs to finish it. It's not a gimme. We've seen too many slips. Okay, it's fine. Maddie Walsh moves forward. Yeah, I had to hold my breath there, Bruce.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, big slip for Ksenia there. But listen to the reaction from Team USA. They are super psyched getting their athlete through. Okay, well, we know the athletes who will no longer be knocked out of this competition now, but there'll be a moment to reset. Look, Bruce, tell me a little bit about Team Canada, if you will, while we look at this. What's the sort of what state is the program in right now in terms of speed climbing?
It's definitely growing. I think over the past few years, all the age categories and open, people have been improving. I know a couple of climbing gyms in Canada are getting new speed holds as well.
Okay. And are there a lot of speed walls or not so many in Canada?
There are quite a few, but again, like Canada is a very large country.
Yes.
So,
so traveling
depending on where you are, it can be very far, but there are a few.
I can imagine, yeah. Okay, next round then. Paco Lehmann versus Sho In-Cheong Wang on the left-hand side. Remember, this is for non-knockout places. So Paco Lehmann is faster, and look at this with a big mistake from Wang. Paco Lehmann is going to take it with a very quick 5.465 as well. So Paco moves forward.
Yeah, I think that might be a bit of an upset. That was a very clean run by Paco.
It was, wasn't it? And he didn't get distracted by the slip at all. He just kept on accelerating through. It was impressive to see. Okay, next race then. It'll be Demir, who's waiting, and Francesco as well from Italy. There they are. Demir strolling on to the stage, taking his time. I love looking at the little differences in styles between athletes. Yeah. It's so cool. What's do you sort of run on full energy? Do you take your time?
I try to be pretty like calm and casual. I think making things super intense will make me more nervous. So yeah.
So you're one of those focused.
Yeah.
All right. So the athletes are clipped in. We're seconds away from our next round now. Tension high here in the stadium. Okay, well, this is a super fast race, maybe the fastest of the night. Demir slips, though, at the top. And a 5.2, I think that is the fastest so far.
So far. Demir looked very slightly ahead before this slip, so.
Yeah,
very close race, though.
I guess that happens when you're pushing it that much, you know. It's
and it was good by Francesco to keep focus after this slip. I know some people think the B side is a bit harder to like stay focused when you're with another climber and they possibly slip.
Because there's someone in your vision.
Yeah, especially at the start.
Yeah. But can you sense it if you're on the left, or can you not see anything?
You can definitely still see it.
Okay.
For sure.
Bit of peripheral.
Some people are definitely better at blocking it out. And also, if you are ahead more, it'll also be harder to see.
Yeah, it's true. All right, Montanari versus David on the right. Just the Team USA are louder than the music currently.
Yeah.
Giving it the full beans. So marks are given. The athletes approach the wall. So Tabucci is ahead at the moment. May is trying to catch up. May does catch up. Tabucci slips. It's going to be the American athlete. He does take it. And listen to that reaction again. Dave May moving forward with some style into the next round there.
Yeah, I don't know. Tade's had a bit of a stumble there a couple times, and I don't know if that was because he noticed the slip or it's just a mistake.
Yeah, true. There was certainly a slip, and I saw it in the second half of that run.
Yeah, both runs weren't the cleanest.
Yeah. So rarely do these runs are perfect, are they? It's just like, you know, it's kind of a bit of a battle sometimes out there. Sachin Lee coming on the left-hand side. Audahan Umlauf on the right. And his audience incredibly vocal when they have to be silent and respectful in these last couple of seconds here. Anthony Marks is given as that bubble is of anticipation here in the stadium. Lee hardly moved at all on the starting pads, but he's so quick, those hips underneath him. Oh no, he pauses. There's a back and forth just about. Wow.
What an ending. That was something.
Well, it was another sort of double slip race there. Lee just had a huge moment, but then Adan at the top as well had a moment.
Yeah, that was very back and forth.
Yes, it was back and forth. Wow, well, dramatic stuff here in Helsinki. And confirmation of the results then. Levin Ponzinibo for that race.
Yeah, up next, I think we have our presentation of our
Yes,
finalists.
Exactly. So May versus Umlauf for the other race. So you can't be knocked out at this stage. You just progress into a different type of final. The bronze medal race, the gold medal race to come. And yeah, while we're waiting for the athletes, more about Team Canada then. So you're talking about walls. So how far do you personally have to travel to sort of get to
I'm
this
quite
big
lucky.
wall?
I'm only a 10-minute drive away.
Oh, that's fine then. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, but I know some places in Canada are very far.
Yeah.
Speedball.
Yeah, pretty remote. But it's one of those sports and aspects of climbing that is like really simple to set up as well. Like you just need, you know, a wall, one route. You don't need to keep putting new routes up.
Yeah, but also a lot of the time the height is a problem. Like
okay.
15 meters in Canada, a lot of the lead walls are not that tall.
Interesting, right. So I guess sometimes there's like walls. In the UK, they kind of split walls sometimes.
Yeah,
so
we have those too as well.
But it's hard to sort of build a flow and fitness, I guess, through that.
Yeah.
Okay, well, the athletes are back there. And have you ever been in this position in national comps and stuff or youth when you're sort of waiting to be introduced?
Yeah, for sure.
So what do you do when you're back there getting ready?
I mean, not just back there, but in a whole competition, I always love to be like talking to someone.
Okay.
You know?
So you're chatting, not headphones on.
Yeah, usually. I know some people just don't talk at all, super focused. But for me, I think talking to people like reduces the nerves and everything.
Okay. Yeah, it's so interesting. Everyone has their different way. Yeah, some athletes are super chatty. I guess if you're a super chatty athlete and you bump into a non-communicative athlete, it can be quite friction there.
And often, like, the people I'm waiting to be presented with are friends or people I know. So because I know like in the field and like everyone is friends with everyone. You know, people make connections and everything.
Yeah, we're starting to see a little bit more elbows out in the senior side of things. Not everyone is always friends there, but as you say, mostly.
Yeah.
Okay, the athletes introduced then as they walk onto the stage.
Yeah, 3 out of 4 of the top 4 are Chinese for the women.
Pretty impressive stuff, isn't it, from them? Team USA has 2 through.
Yeah, but surprisingly none for the men Chinese team.
Yeah, the men making mistakes here. Up to the women to impress. Okay, well, these are the athletes who will be competing very soon for various medals. Team China looking focused. There's a lot of tension within Team China as well. We saw that in the under-17s comp today. Pressure is on at this stage. These athletes will have an eye on World Cups, Olympics, and the rest in the future. There's quite a few USA people here, aren't there?
Yeah, that was quite loud.
Paco waves. Francesco's done well as well. Tade up next. And Auden, the last athlete, out. Okay, so they are the athletes who have made it this far. Big pool had to qualify here. 2 runs in qualification. Fastest time moves forward. And then in the finals, it's a straight race against your opponent.
Yeah, the top 4 is always rough because you get presented as finalists, but one of you in each category is not going to be on the podium.
Yeah, it's always the toughest spot to be in. I mean, you obviously want to make it that far, but making it that far and not quite passing the post is equally difficult.
Yeah, and the small final is definitely, like, I think the hardest race because one of you is not getting a medal at all.
Yeah, 100%. Okay, well, the athletes will be taking jackets off back there, re-warming themselves up, keeping moving. There's a lot of sort of like muscle slapping going on.
Yeah, yeah.
What's all that about?
Personally, I don't do it much, but I've seen it around a lot. I guess it just helps people activate.
Yeah, I've heard that. It sort of just reminds you that your arms and legs are there, and like you've got to sort of, yeah, as you say, activate them. Those are the red lights people don't want to see. And this is our wall that hasn't changed. It's 5 degrees overhanging, 15 meters high, and the beta has evolved over the years. And it's still evolving as athletes push to find the fastest way up this route. I love the fact it doesn't change.
Yeah, I think it's really interesting. And I think it's really interesting how, like, even maybe 10 years after it was first made, it still managed to change even more from there, like the betas that we see.
No, I agree with you. You know, what's next? There will be something else, you know, to be had there for sure. But, you know, as the margins become smaller, it's just micro adjustments, looking for perfection, for consistency. And it's just so hard to achieve round after round, comp after comp. Why people like Alexandra Miroslav are so impressive.
Yeah.
She rarely loses. And when she does, it's a talking point. So the lights change from blue to white as we prepare ourselves to get underway here. So women up first, and it's 2 teammates against each other.
Yeah,
So
for the women, China is guaranteed at least 2 on the podium.
That's a good point, yeah.
And but they definitely want 3, and they're going to go for it.
Yeah, so it's Meng versus Bai on the left and right of your screen. The 2 teammates who will have raced each other in practice many, many times. They'll know each other's strengths, each other's weaknesses. So here we go. It's very quick from Meng at the moment. Bai is coming at her, and she does come back out. Now they're equal. Now it's anyone's game as we reach the top, but it's gonna be Meng.
Close.
What a comeback from her.
Yeah, definitely a hesitation somewhere in the middle on the left. after the dyno.
Yeah, that was back and forth. It was equal until the end there. Yume Bai will have to go into the lower final race for bronze. So one race, and will it be a Chinese athlete or a USA athlete joining Meng in the big final? So they're going to be teammates or rivals. Let's see. Maddie Walsh walks on then. Big encouragement. Yuting Wang on the left. All right, well, last words of encouragement are given. It's just up to the athletes now. Auto belays on. Chinese athletes chalk their feet as they usually do. And here we go. Well, it's very fast from both of them. Wang is their head at the moment. Walsh has got a lot of work to do here. She's hesitating all the way through. It's going to be Wang unless there's a mistake, which there's not. Yuting Wang goes into the final then.
That was very, very close. It's interesting to see, like, the U17, the fastest athletes are, like, about as fast, if not faster.
Yeah,
than the
especially for the men. You know, we had sub-5s.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're right. So the under-17s category really pushing forward at the moment, which is worrying for the rest of the senior circuit out there, I tell you.
Yeah.
All right. So next up from France, it's Paco Lemon, and then on the right-hand side, Francesco Ponzi. Okay. Ponzinibo on the right, Lemon on the left. Well, it's equal at the moment, and there's a big slash pause from Lehman. Ponzinibo is going to take it in the air. Francisco moves forward to the finals, and he is guaranteed a silver medal at this stage.
Yeah, winning semifinals, I think, is a huge relief because now you're guaranteed a medal. No
Yeah, and it's going to be the best type of medal as well, isn't it? That silver and gold. Well, Paco will have to pull himself together and fight again to try to get that bronze.
It's interesting to see their starts, like, before the beeps. They both have sort of a swing start, but they're different. One of them just kind of bounces, goes up and down, and the other just went, like, left to right.
Huh. What's your style? Are you up and down, left and right? Do you do something different?
I think I'm usually more left to right. Sometimes it kind of curves, like a lot of athletes do.
All right, Ted Mai on the left. Adoan Umlaf on the right-hand side. So big race for both of these athletes. One of them guaranteed at least the silver. One will have to fight it out for fourth or bronze. Here we go. Oh, it's equal at the moment. Now Tade's ahead, and he hesitates. Umlaf comes back at him. What a top section for Adoan there. He found so much speed.
Yeah, a lot of back and forth races today. That was very entertaining to watch.
Wow. Well, I thought Tate had won that one, and then he had a big slip.
I wonder if he noticed that he slipped.
Yeah.
Possibly. I mean, he's on the A side, but he still might have noticed.
I do think that's something that sort of experience teaches you as well, you know, is how to deal with those moments. And, you know, once you experience a few of them, it sort of becomes easier and easier.
Yeah, but sometimes it can definitely be very hard to like focus on your own climb.
Yeah.
You know, it's like you can definitely see your opponent in the peripheral, and it's kind of easy. It's a lot of times it's kind of easy to notice if they slip.
Yeah.
And can get you thinking.
All right. Well, we will turn now to the final races. 4 to go here, and the final event here of the IFSC Youth World Champs. Boulder lead was in action earlier on in the week, and you can go and watch all those live streams for free on YouTube as we get one last confirmation of the results. 3 Chinese athletes through, and 1 USA athlete will fight for medals.
Very strong by China here.
Yeah, that red and yellow flag dominant throughout.
And if she can win the small final race, then we could see an all-Chinese podium.
True, could be a lockout. Yeah. Yeah, Team Japan locked out a podium earlier on in the week for Boulder. Team China have a chance to do that here for speed. For the men, Italy versus Germany in the gold medal race, and then France versus the USA.
It's quite nice to see 4 different countries in the top 4.
Yeah, Team China not as dominant in the men's side of things. 2 athletes knocked out in the quarterfinal stage. Okay, it's almost time for action. Here we go. That blue light will change to white in a couple of seconds.
Yeah, even though they didn't make the top 4, I think the Chinese athletes here are some of the fastest athletes, and unfortunately they just weren't consistent enough.
It's speed climbing, isn't it? I mean, anything. We always say anything can happen, but it's just true.
It's true.
All right, well, I can see the athletes preparing themselves backstage here. It's quite warm here in the gym. The air conditioning has been blasting to try to keep things cool, but obviously as the lights turn on and the pressure builds, it gets more and more intense. Not quite sure why there's a little pause in proceedings here. Can't see any.
Yeah, the past 2 Youth World Championships before this, I went to both, and they were all very hot. Last year was in China, and the year before in Korea. So
yeah, so this is a relief.
Yeah,
all of that. Yeah, Helsinki doing a lovely job. Thank you to the gyms and the organisers for putting on this event. Right, I can see the athletes approach the gates. So here we go. It's going to be the bronze medal race first of all. And we are ready to get cracking then.
Yeah, probably the hardest race because the loser will not get a medal.
Yeah, exactly. Certainly the most intense here. So Maddie Walsh on the right-hand side. You might buy on the left. So massive moment. The crowd are literally jumping up and down. It's very intense here in the stadium. So at the moment, Walsh is ahead. It was a great start for her. Can she keep it together? No, she can't. Bai is coming out now. Bai is half a body length ago. Yume Bai will take the bronze medal. Maddie Walsh in 4th. And Maddie just couldn't maintain the pace there.
Yeah, I mean, it didn't look like much of a mistake or slip. It just looked like China was able to pull ahead.
Yeah, Yume Bai just came back at her. Relentless on the left-hand side.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think the Chinese tend to move a lot less on the pad on the start, for sure. Some of them are like very still.
Yeah, they will be working on that. Okay. Well, we move on to the men's side of things. 4th place and bronze to come. The wall stays lit, of course. The judge approaches. Can't see the athletes yet. They'll be taking off jumpers, getting themselves ready, and here we go. I can see them walking up then. Business time for the men. They approach the arch, coming into the shot there. Paco Lehmann, Tade May. So Tade May adjusts, as does Paco Lehmann. So he takes a deep breath. I was hyperventilated there. I hope he's all right. And Paco calm on the left. So here we go. This is for bronze. Well, it's very fast on Lehmann on the left-hand side, but look at Tade go, legs pumping and driving as he slips, though. Paco Lehmann is going to take the bronze medal. Tade had that all the way, but that slip was vital for him. Really cost him.
The slip is very, very close.
Yes, it was. All right, well, Tade 4th for him. Paco kept it together. Not much of a celebration, just job done for Paco Leemandat.
Yeah, it's unfortunate for the U.S. 4th in both men and women tonight.
Well, it's gold medal time then. Time to give away.
Yeah, and in my opinion, this race is a lot less stressful than between 3rd and 4th because you've already won a medal. So
that's true. You've kind of done everything at this point, and these two teammates, though, they will definitely.
Yeah, and I think for the Chinese team and Chinese coaches, there's no stress at all. You know, they already got first, second.
Xishui Meng. This is Yuting Wang. So these two, as I said before, they will race each other over and over again. Who can find the advantage here tonight in Helsinki for the gold medal? It's going to be close, whatever happens. We hope there's no slips along the way. We definitely hope there's no full starts here. Let's have a clean, fast race. Well, it is a clean start, and it's a fast race so far. Meng is ahead, though. Wang slightly behind. Meng should take this, and she does.
A very fast time, 6.7.
Yeah, very clean. It didn't look that fast, actually. It was one of those where it was so clean, so
very
fluid.
smooth and clean.
Yeah, not dramatic. But Meng with the gold medal. Brilliant stuff from her. Did what needed to be done. And she takes the gold medal. Hugs for the teammate, of course.
Yeah, and Team China is definitely very happy on the women's side.
Yeah, best possible result, isn't it?
Yeah.
So the coaches will be pleased. Always difficult being a coach in that situation, I think. I think you just have to stay silent, not say anything. Okay, next two, final two of our last race, of our last climbing discipline here in Helsinki. Francisco versus Ahand. So Adahan on the right-hand side, Francisco on the left.
Yeah, you can see the difference in styles, like Francesco with the run-up and wave.
Yeah.
A lot more calm on the right.
All right. Oh, this is it then. Who will take the gold? Who's going to have to settle for silver here tonight? Marks are called. The athlete's turn. You can hear a pin drop here in the stadium. All eyes on our speed wall. Very fast from Adahan. Francisco's behind. Adahan should take this as long as Francisco won't come back at him. Adahan does take it with a 5.37, a fast time for him.
That was actually a very strong recovery on the lefts, but it just wasn't enough.
He came back, didn't he, really well after that slip. He pushed him all the way.
5.7 with such a big slip like that is quite impressive, but unfortunately it wasn't enough here.
Super, super impressive there. Well, that is it. The under-19s concludes with that. And of course, the podiums and celebrations to come after this. Bruce, thank you for joining me here today, sir.
Thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun.
It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you. And look, best of luck for the rest of your season.
Thank you.
And Team Canada generally, because I know you guys are training super hard.
Thank you.
Cheers, Bruce.
Big thanks for having me. This was honestly an amazing experience.
Always, man. Thank you. Well, listen, we'll be back in a couple of secs as the podium is being built. Stick with us as we celebrate with our athletes in a couple of minutes. All right, everyone. Well, we are just waiting for our podium to be built and the ceremony to come after that. So just bear with us while we prepare things here. And just a bit of housekeeping. Remember, IFSC Instagram is the place to go for all the extra content we'll be creating. And you can go and watch all of the broadcasts, anything you might have missed on the IFSC's YouTube channel. So we'll be back in a couple of minutes. So here we go, podium time for the under-19s, and we'll start off with the women. The Chinese lockout of the top three, Cheshwing Meng at the top, Yuteng Wang second and third, Yamai Bai. Fantastic stuff from those three. What performances from Team China, who can be absolutely proud of themselves, what they've achieved here in Helsinki. Team China, just such a force in speed climbing, they really are. And that is Lauri Ina, the Finnish Olympic Committee's board vice head, handing out the flowers there. There we are, vice president, handing out the medals. Second, Yuteng Wang, silver for her. Yuteng Wang, fantastic stuff. With a gold medal, Cheshwing Meng on the top spot, a big smile on her face now after all the business has done. Fantastic from her. And now the national anthem of China. Well, congratulations to those 3 teammates, Team China, with a lockout of the podium. Fantastic from all of them. Right, the women leave the stage and it's time for the men to come on and be celebrated here in the stadium.
Ladies and gentlemen, we congratulate all the winners of the IFSC Youth World Championships of 2025 Speed Under-19 women.
So the men are on stage, our top 3 to get through from an intense qualifying round. Well, bronze medal, Paco Leben from France. And then the silver medalist, Francisco Ponzebino. And then finally, Adoan taking the victory here tonight. A great run from him to claim the #1 spot, and one to watch out for in the future on the IFSC senior circuit is this one. And standing on that top spot, what a performance here tonight to beat the rest and take the #1 prize. So, national anthem of Germany and then a special ceremony to come after this. Well, congratulations to those three. Team Germany will be celebrating that victory tonight. As the three gather on the top spot for the photos. You can see some of those photos on the IFSC's Instagram channel. Well, I think a special ceremony is about to follow where we hand over the torch from Helsinki to Italy for next year's IFSC Youth World Champs. Last few photos being taken. So just a reminder, we have this ceremony to come. I think it's being set up here. There's the ceremonial torch. I don't think there's a real torch. But you know what I mean. It's handed over to Arco Italy, who will host the next IFSC Youth World Champs.
All right, don't go away. We are still. Cool stuff happening here. Dear athletes, coaches, officials, and guests, as we come to the closing moments of the 2025 IFSC.
So this is the closing moments of the 2025 IFSC Youth World Champs, and we have to look back on the incredible energy and talent and the spirit we've witnessed over these days. And now it's time for the closing speeches and the official handover. Miss Eni Bertling, the incredible Finnish Climbing Association director who helped organise this event on the left-hand side. And honestly, it's been incredible what she managed to do. 615 athletes registered for this event. Trying to organise all of that is just a logistical nightmare, and she is a fantastic climber in her own right, ice climber on the world circuit, and a very good sport climber as well. And then Mr. Kobe Toru, the Vice President of the IFSC, who's been here all week handing out the medals. And Mr. Davide Battistella, the President of the Italian Climbing Federation, who will take over. Well, I'll let you guys listen to these closing speeches. My name is Matt Groom, and it's been a pleasure calling all of the action. I will return for the senior side of things soon, but I will leave you with these closing words.
Hey, everybody. I want to thank everybody who was involved in this competition. So I want to thank, of course, IFSC, all the personnel coming from there, all the staff from the gym, all the volunteers, all the route setters, and of course all the athletes and the coaches. I think you made this competition great. Thank you. And I'm really happy to give this forward.
On behalf of the IFSC, I really would like to say thank you so much for all the people who worked for the event and who made a great effort to make this event successful. And it is very much important event for the future of the sports. And I really would like to see all of you next year in Arco, Italy. So, Presidente.
Thank you very much. I am very happy to communicate that next year in Arco organized the World Youth Championship. After 7 years, return in Italy, return in Arco. Welcome in Italy. Thank you.
All right, put your hands together for these guys. Thank you very much for coming. We are closing now. Thank you. Good night. See you later.
We alter actions to suit what we feel. The colors slowly fading, seals in our ears. But we can hear now, we can hear loud and clear. Bells in our stomachs when truth is here. Now we can hear loud and clear. Bells in our stomachs when truth is here. Possessions hold